Weather with meteorologist Rachel Coulter.
And our first alert remains in place as rain coverage and even rain intensity continues to pick up for the evening hours. So here's a few impacts to plan for tonight. Of course, the rain coverage and intensity I just mentioned. Also could hear a few rumbles of thunder overnight and into early tomorrow morning until that cold front passes through. The winds are also going to be picking up later on tonight, but especially tomorrow and especially in our mountain communities where wind alerts are in place. And the visibility will be poor, mainly for our westernmost counties. In fact, I'll show you what it looks like out there right now. And you can see the buildings here from uptown Charlotte, but it is still a dreary evening. We've got the rain moving overhead, visibility down to 3 miles at the Charlotte Douglas International Airport, and then you work out towards the west in Ashe County, visibility below a mile in Jefferson and right at a mile in Hickory, Lincolnton, and down into Shelby as well. The setup right now, we have this warm front to our south and east stalled out at this time, and we have this cold front that's going to be moving through as we get into the start of our Friday, and eventually that's going to push that last band of rain through the area, and until then we're going to see lots of rainfall and moderate to heavy rainfall at times at that. In fact, we're still seeing some of that activity right over the I-485 loop, mainly south and east of uptown Charlotte from Mint Hill down towards Matthews, Indian Trail, Weddington, Waxhaw, Mineral Springs. Those are some of these areas dealing with some moderate rainfall. Still seeing that over University City and up towards the Charlotte Motor Speedway, pushing further south into Lancaster County, Chesterfield County, Union, Anson counties, all the way through Chester and York. Widespread rain continues. Seeing a little bit of a break right now from Cleveland County and up towards the 321 corridor around Lincolnton and into Catawba County, but showers continue in Alexander County, and we'll just see more waves of rainfall, especially in some of our eastern counties as the evening progresses, till that cold front ushers in yet another band, even some heavier downpours and rumbles of thunder for the overnight period. Now, most of this is going to be moving out of the area by the time that you're waking up, but if you're an early riser, I'll stop the clock here at 4 a.m. This is what radar could look like, still dealing with at least a few lingering showers and storms possible, and then eventually all of the precipitation moves out, but our winds are going to be elevated, especially in the mountains. Here's what it's going to look like in the Charlotte metro. Those winds gusting later on overnight tonight and into tomorrow, peaking between about 20 and 30 miles per hour with some higher gusts possible, but it's going to be over the course of the daytime hours through the afternoon before tapering off into the start of the weekend. And if you're listening in from the mountains, you can see wind gusts over 50 miles per hour, if not upwards of 60 miles per hour. And this is what has prompted your wind alert. So you have a high wind warning for Ashe and Watauga counties, a wind advisory in place for Avery counties. This starts up tomorrow morning. It's going to continue all the way through the evening hours, and that's where we could see some tree damage. Some power outages would be a possibility as well as those winds remain elevated. Behind the cold front, temperatures will drop. So here's what this means for your weekend. Starting off cold Saturday morning, right around 30 degrees, but seasonable by the afternoon hours, seeing high temperatures rebound back into the mid 50s. We'll be in the low 60s. Those weekend plans, we're going to be dry as well. So good news if you're going to be headed to those games. Another cold front moves through without much fanfare, but it will drop our temperatures by about 10 degrees on Monday with a slow warm up anticipated as we work our way towards the Christmas holiday.